Y'all know I've been, keeping tabs on the whole Nicki and Megan beef. But this too far. This here as a part of the Dead Mama Committee. This is where you have to break out this. You have to break out the Vaseline and the hair tie and just post up. Just post up like you on a corner at 5 in the morning.
You got knocked the f out, man!
What's going on, y'all? What it is. So let's go ahead and slide on these topics. So first and foremost, I just want to let you guys know that I have some more information in regards to Diddy, and you guys want to stay tuned for that information because it's pretty compelling. I also wasn't going to make a video today, but this Nicki Minaj situation prompted me to do this video in regards to her fans actually finding Megan Thee Stallion's mom's grave. That really ticked me off because my mom passed away and I love my mom dearly. Now, some of y'all feel that Nicki is the greatest female rapper ever. I beg to differ. I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and the 80s and 90s nostalgia just sits with me to this day. And basically, I have a difference of opinion, but I do feel that Nicki is highly talented. Now, this is the thing about Megan's diss, right? This Megan's diss, it really hit Nicki where it hurts, because at the end of the day, she ate with that bar. You know, you're not mad at me, you're mad at Megan's Law.
Hey everybody, another fucking round of Eat That Bitch Up.
Now, if you guys are not familiar with Megan's Law, I suggest you pause and read, because I'm not going to go into all the specifics here, but it's clear and evident that Megan Thee Stallion was taking a shot at Nicki's husband, Kenneth Petty. Now, with the knowledge that Kenneth has to register as an SO when it comes to any neighborhood that he moves in for the rest of his life, of course, Nicki took exception to that and she went off on Meg, and somehow she included that Meg actually dissed her son. I didn't hear anything where Meg dissed her son, but she threw Papa Bear in there, I guess, for the barbs to go off. It definitely ignited and gaslighted her fans. What they call her fans the barbs, I call them the tards, because that's exactly how they act. Now, Nicki came back with that whack diss track. She could have saved that for another day, because won't nobody checking for that. She basically said everything that she said online when she was ranting in the song that she came out with, right? So it wasn't a surprise. It wasn't no new receipts or anything. So she could have just kept that to herself. I mean, the fact that she told Meg to hop on a good foot, basically mocking the fact that she got shot, wasn't a read to me. Wasn't a read. It was expected. We knew that she would go low like that because that's who Nicki Minaj is. That's her character. But even I must say that I was shocked when Nicki Minaj actually started bringing up her mom. That is crazy to me. So that lit up the barbs, and basically someone went and found Megan Thee Stallion's mother's grave, and it's so disrespectful on so many levels, right? And honestly, in my opinion, there's no other course of action for Megan to take in this particular situation but to ask Nicki for a one-on-one. It's time to square up because Nicki crossed the line. But anyway, guys, what I want to do right here is play you guys a few clips of people talking about this situation in its entirety, and then immediately following those clips, I'm going to give you the information that was brought to me in regards to Diddy. Sit tight and I'll be right back.
Nicki Minaj is essentially the Dr. Seuss of her time, and what I mean when I say that is she's objectively a disgusting and reprehensible person by pretty much all metrics of basic humanity and common decency, yet her one singular talent that appears to be an innate ability to rhyme words together in a silly fashion that particularly resonates with children has cemented her with a legacy she really does not deserve as much as many female rappers who came before her. In case you're not already up to date, the self-proclaimed queen of has spent the past 24 hours deflecting from the fact that her husband is a convicted sexual predator who is not allowed near public parks or elementary schools by making fun of Megan Thee Stallion for getting shot, as well as referring to her as Bigfoot. It's always amusing to me how Nicki Minaj immediately jumps to making fun of other people's appearances, as if she didn't spend hundreds of thousands of dollars in 2008 getting illegal Craigslist butt injections from some guy in his basement. And not just that, she lied about it for 10 years and only confessed after her ass cheeks were visibly deflating in public and everybody could already tell. And listen, I'm not at all reveling in the fact that she's a terrible person. I was a very big Nicki Minaj fan growing up. Ask anybody who went to middle school with me. I loved her so much I would defend her to anybody who would listen. I saw her doing that, I'm gonna put her in it, and I was like, huh, finally some real music. However, around 2018, when she started intentionally surrounding herself with sex offenders, I kind of fell off the wagon. She was announcing her associations with them faster than she was dropping new music. And it's always especially humorous to me when I see Nicki Minaj as well as her fans attempt to defend her by saying, you only attack the men she associates with for being sexual predators because you don't have anything on her. I beg to differ, Barbs. Because not only are we talking about a woman who once gave a lap dance to a 16-year-old boy, we're talking about a woman who once made a song with a then 16-year-old little twist, in which she says these lyrics. In conclusion, yeah, she's going to hell. Let's hope all that silicone doesn't release too many toxic fumes while she's burning. I can't believe I'm making this right now, but basically, Nicki Minaj fans are attempting to dox me, messaging family members as well as people who aren't members of my family, sending them they got somebody's address. I am sorry. I'm so sorry that I disrespected Nicki Minaj. I saw a lot of other people doing it. I thought I'd add my 2 cents. I'm very sorry. I'm on times things come out a lot harsher than I mean for them to come out. I don't actually think she's like the worst person ever. I do think she's done some things that I don't agree with. Please take it up with me. Come to me. Tell me how much you hate me. Please leave my family members out of it.
You foul as fuck. Like, there are some things you just don't bring up. Somebody's dead parent, unalive, not here no more. That's one of them. It's like you asking for your ass to be whooped. Because I'm sorry, if I was Megan, there would be no more standing behind no mic. There would be no more trying to do no rap. It's see me now. That's the type of shit I would be on. See, we let go when you was in that lady comments after she did a blind reading. You assumed it was yours. We let that shit. We also let go when you went into a fan's comments and she was like, you forgot who the you was, and you started coming at her because we realized at that point you literally forgot who the you were. And some of us even tried to give you the battle. We even said that was bars when it really wasn't. It was some Dr. Seuss 6 foot. Baby, you should have waited. You should have waited and you should have dropped that shit at a later date. So that was your loss. But the fact that you went after this girl's mother who is unalive, you could have left that shit out. You lost right there. That's when you lost. You lost our respect. You lost the battle. You lost your mind. And then you went to the ops. Girl, you looking for shit. You lost the game. You are having a mid-rap crisis. And I think you should step back. Because honestly, honey, you've never had to battle anybody. Never. I'm 38. You 41. I came up in the game and watched you, okay? So there was nobody there for you to actually compete with. And that's just the honest to God truth. You went after Tory Lanez. Everybody expected that. You went after her lipo. Everybody expected that. But I don't know how you went after a girl's lipo when you are literally the living reason why most women got lipo. Because at that time, no one else was out. You were the one that got your body done so you could be out in the public. Most rappers are trying to emulate you. I mean, I was a fan. I wasn't a huge fan, but I'm not a fan anymore. You bring in somebody's mama, you know, and I hope Megan sees you about that. I hope she sees you. Megan, don't take the high road. Please don't take the high road. See her. Because that's the only way she gonna know. And the fact that you bringing up that Megan told you that you need to have a drink to baby, I don't know if she was being for real. I think she was playing about that. But even if she wasn't, sweetheart, maybe she was trying to save you. Because how the hell do you explain to your son that your father is on an SA offender list? How do you explain that? And the fact that y'all tried to pay off the lady so he could get off the list. Girl, either way it goes, you lost. You lost respect. You could have done so much better than this, girl. It's time for you to retire. And it's not because you old. It's because you have nothing else to give us whatsoever. If you have to go to these links to show your artistic whatever the fuck you're trying to show, let it go. I'm just done. Let it go.
Police are now involved to protect the grave of Megan Thee Stallion's mom after the location has been released online. When I first saw this, I'm like, it's no way. Which one of y'all done released her mom's grave location? Like, that really got to be one of the lowest of the low. Like, I understand her and Nicki got beef right now, but it's going as far to post her mom's grave. That's crazy. Y'all Barbs are different. No shade to the Barbs, because I'm a Barb too, even though I still like Megan too. I like both of them. But y'all did not have to take it this far. People was threatening to dig up her mom's corpse. I do want to say that the Shade Room did say that thankfully no one attempted to carry out on it. I don't know, the Barb's taking a little bit too far this time, because this could all just be like a huge publicity stunt. I'm not saying it is, but it could be. I feel like y'all going too hard with this lady. And then it's all because of one verse. Her mama ain't deserve that, and she don't deserve this. Don't go there. Don't go there, y'all. Don't do that.
If I give the motherfucking word, don't let me give the word and give the receipts. Oh, they on your.
I want you to do it. Nicki, Barbs, go ahead and desecrate Meg Thee Stallion's mother's grave. Please, I double dog dare you to do it. And those who are just seeing this randomly on the FYP, hi, my name is Noah. I am a spiritualist and I stand for the dead. I practice necromancy and ancestor veneration. And I'm telling you right now, if y'all think that y'all are gonna go to Meg Thee Stallion's mother's grave and desecrate it and not fuck around and find out, then you're delusional. Ancestors are real. Why do you think she had overnight success? Who do you think is protecting her? Who do you think will be on your ass? Nicki, like white on rice. I love a good rap beef, but this is crossing over into spiritual law, into the spiritual realm. And everything is key, and don't let me give that until you are seeing people in your house. And I'm not even exaggerating. I've seen them in mines. And though they were my ancestors and harmless, I say all of this to say there are more people roaming the earth than the living. Baby, even you proposing, insinuating, encouraging this type of behavior is going to grant you a one-way ticket to fuck around town and state find out. A one-way ticket at that. And what you are proposing, Nicki, Onika, is not only disgusting, but it also goes against spiritual law. You feel like you're drowning now. Go ahead and sick your barbs on her mother's grave. And that goes for the barbs too. If you feel like you that brave enough and you hate somebody that much to desecrate their mother's grave, child, you can't even get graveyard dirt from your own ancestors' gravesite without getting permission. Abort mission. Actually, no. Do it. I want to see something. Y'all do good and be good.
Alright, so you guys just heard all of that, and I think the smart thing for Nicki to do here is come out and denounce the actions of her and her fans, because it has totally went too far. But I don't think she would, because pride won't let her. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say I've seen the greatest female rapper, so y'all say, lose 2 rap battles. The first one to Remy Ma and this one to Meg Thee Stallion. So I don't know what's going on there, but I would say first and foremost, Nicki needs to start with herself and check herself into a rehabilitation center and get off of that flower, if you know what I mean. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, guys, let me go ahead and get into the message that was sent to me in regards to Diddy. And it says here, hey bro, got some information about a woman who has secretly filed lawsuits against Diddy and has claimed that Diddy and a handful of other male celebrities, including Dr. Dre, are trying to have her deleted. This woman, whose name has not been revealed, is claiming that she has been on the run for months because someone broke into her house when she wasn't home and the perpetrators ransacked the place. It's her belief that because of her ties to Kim Porter, that they are specifically looking for information pertaining to incriminating evidence that Kim had stacked against Diddy and others. I'm told that the lady in question is crying out for help because she feels that the powers that be are being financially compensated here in California and are in cahoots with Diddy, and that's why they keep rejecting the case. She also claims that her phones have been tapped and that she is being followed by unknown people that she feels are trying to delete her. She said that a judge was presented video evidence from a high-end Beverly Hills shopping center that shows 3 men and a woman taking pictures and video of her vehicle, and the unknown assailants were waiting into Sprinter vans about a block away, and she ended up calling the cops, and they recorded an incident report detailing the encounter and got footage from a nearby boutique that had a clear view of what took place. She said once the police showed up, the people who were following her fled, but says the cops had a full description of what they were driving and passed them without stopping to question them. It was discovered that all 4 of her tires had been flattened, and still that information and footage was disregarded when presented to the courts. She is now taking her case to New York, where Diddy is quietly being investigated on Rico charges, and claims that she has provided overwhelming evidence that exposes that Pimp C had receipts on Diddy and his gay affairs when he lived in Atlanta, It's been expressed to me that this is how Shakir Stewart knew about Diddy's down low life and presented it to Kim Porter, and that's how Shakir and Kim Porter started dating. There is more, but I have to make a few phone calls before I shoot you that info. Anyway, stay up and stay true. 100. Alright, so you guys just heard all of that. Now, to protect the integrity of my platform, I'm going to say that this is all alleged, the information that was just conveyed to you, because at the end of the day, I'm not on the left side, I'm not on the right side, I'm neutral. I'm just providing the information from a plug that I wouldn't think that would steer me in the wrong direction, okay? Now, I did have some questions about the information I received, and the first question I presented to my plug is the fact that if she had this altercation out there in California, how is New York going to actually step in and intervene and help her? And he basically said that there's more information that he's checking on, and that's why he said that he's going to get more information and shoot it to me. And then I also asked him about the Pimp C, like what's the big deal of her having overwhelming evidence that Diddy was intimate with men and that Pimp C had receipts. And basically he said that there's some questions there, that there was some younger individuals involved that may have been violated and essayed by Diddy. So that's the information that he's checking on, and I'll get it to you guys as soon as he gets it to me. But ultimately what's being said here is that Pimp C had information on Diddy in regards to that. And so we know that Pimp C passed away in a hotel or whatever the case may be, and nobody really knows what happened to him. Not saying that Diddy had anything to do with it, but Pimp C did go off on an Atlanta radio broadcast or whatever. He was a guest on, I believe, 97.5 or whatever. Don't quote me, but he went off and he said that he has secrets about people in Atlanta, how they be moving, how the men be intimate with men, especially within the rap industry. But I will say this, I wonder if there's any need for any type of dots to be connected here, because Pimp C passed away in 2007. And then Shakir Stewart was found passed away in 2008 in Atlanta, where he lived, because he was an executive for Def Jam and he was working out of Atlanta. So listen, I'm just saying it's worth taking a look at. But anyway, I'm gonna let this go right here. I want you guys to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about everything that was discussed within this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.